Come here.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Trish. I'm a WBFF pro and online coach, and I help women finally stop self-sabotaging through strength, discipline, and actually learning how to show up for themselves. Today, we are filming episode 3 of Hot Girl Check-In with our newest member, Snow. And she's in my armpit right now. Why are you in my armpit? We always start off our Hot Girl Check-In with a quick prep update. I think I'm down now about 13 pounds since I started. My heaviest on my bulk was 146 pounds, and that's the pictures I'm gonna put on the screen today, 146 pounds versus last week I weighed in at 132 pounds. I'm really happy with the way that prep's going, the way the training's going, the way the eating's going. I really don't have any complaints, and you know what we say, in 13 weeks we're gonna come back with a big old crown on our heads. So let's get into episode 3, Hot Girl Check-In. My hot take of this week comes from me getting my hair done the other day. Nothing is the same. Why is it when you book an appointment to get your hair colored that you need to book an appointment for a blowout? Why does coloring not come with a cut and a style? And I thought that it was just my old hairdresser, because she didn't cut and she was a color specialist, so she worked out at a salon where you would then go to somebody else and get a haircut and then blow dry. But when I was getting my hair cut the other day, my friend does my hair now, so she just put a few foils on my head to kind of brighten me up, and she was just telling me that the girl that she saw earlier that day didn't book a blowout and a haircut, so the girl blow dried her hair because she didn't have time to do it because she had somebody else in, and it's just like, what? But my eyebrow girl is like that too. Like if I go to get my eyebrows laminated, it doesn't automatically come with a threading, so I have to go back out and then book the threading. And I get it because there's like, it's different times, but like why doesn't threading just come with the lamination? Why doesn't a cut and color or cut and blow dry just come with a color?
Or at least the blow dry if you don't
But like
want your
even
hair
my
cut.
nails, like we don't book an appointment to get our nails done the same way that we used to. Like I text my nail tech and I'm like, hey, put me in when you can. You know what I mean? Like nothing is the same anymore. That's my hot take of the week. Bye.
That's a good one. That's a great
Aren't the same.
I know. Now we sound old. And we had a crisis in the car this morning.
Why did we have a crisis in the car this morning?
Because we're old.
Yeah. Erica got married almost 10 years ago. October will be 10 years.
No, it's December.
December will be 10 years, and then October will also be 10 years.
I know, so we can have another crisis next year too.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's impossible to have 10 years past. And she says to me, that's not right, we're still 25. We are.
And being a girl is so hard.
That was a good one. Like, I hate also, like, speaking of, like, being old, like, I hate that we have lived through this, like, change, this transformation. Like, we know what it was like to have a $35 full set and a $20 pedicure, if that. Sometimes you could combo them.
The hot take of the week is that I'm turning into my mother.
Yeah. Yeah, we're turning into older people.
But same thing with the gas. The gas is $5
Gas
a
is
gallon,
crazy.
and I remember starting to drive, which was also about 15, 16 years ago, 17 years ago at this point. Gas was like $1 something a gallon, and it's like, what the fuck? And I kind of get it. I get why my mom would talk about it. So I'm just like, okay, Mom, but it's not like that anymore. Like that was 100 years ago, you know? But it wasn't so long ago.
It wasn't so long ago.
That I don't even know what you're talking about, $35 for a set. I used to pay $20 for a full set at the nail salon. $20. Actually, the place on Snyder Avenue.
Cali was like 35.
17th and Snyder, it was $15.
In Cali, it was 35. The couple of times I had gone and then extra for certain things. But now, like, people are charging extra for, like,
Everything.
Everything. It's crazy.
Everything.
It's crazy.
And I remember gross, but like, they would tack on an extra $2-3 for, it's like, just let it come with what it comes with and I'll pay what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like advertise this price for cut, color, blow dry, and I'll pay it. You know what I mean? Rather than saying, well, you know, you didn't book this, so the haircut's gonna be an extra $80 or whatever. It's like, what, why? Like, well, just tell me this in the beginning. I will pay it. I need it done. You know? That's my hot take of the week. It's a good one.
It is a really good
one. I'm not mad at my clients this week, apparently, so.
My question for this week is, we saw The Horrors Prod 2 over the weekend.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts? No spoilers though. No spoilers. We don't spoil around here. Do you have any thoughts?
Love a movie review. I loved it.
Me too.
I haven't met anybody who didn't love it, although we were talking to the guy at the concession stand before we went in, and he was saying that people either loved it or hated it. I didn't meet anybody who hated it.
Yeah.
I think that we talked about the first movie, there were 0 brand deals.
Yes.
But this movie, there were brand deals out the ass.
Yeah.
So, and I think that really contributed to the fashion of the movie too, and I agree that the outfits were amazing.
Oh my god. Some of the stuff that.
Yeah, the outfits were incredible.
Oh my god.
The storyline was good. It
Yeah.
had a little bit more heart than the last one.
The only one thing I would have to say is that it did start off kind of slow.
I was bored. I said that on the way out.
Yeah, we did.
I was bored in the beginning. I didn't get to a point where I was hoping that it was over. You know what I mean? Like I did want to see it all the way through, and once it picked up, it was great. Once we started seeing the fashion of it, it was great.
Right. Like once they actually started like doing things.
Yeah.
Like
I would definitely give it a 7 out of 10.
okay.
It was good. I was really excited about some of the trailers that I saw before seeing the movie.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I would probably say 7.5, like even 8. I understand why it can start off slow. Like we're talking like it's been years.
Yeah.
20 years since the first one. So like I understand needing to really set up what's going on.
Yeah.
Because it's a completely different world now.
Yeah.
Like some of the characters are completely different people. Like I understood why we needed to take a bit to get started.
Yeah. I am getting yanked by my ponytail. Hello. I haven't seen a movie probably in 10 years myself. So like, you don't have to be caught up.
No.
The movie catches you up.
It does.
Which I appreciated.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It catches you up.
It takes so long for it to like really get started because it's giving you like a recap of what happened, some stuff that happened in the first movie, and what those characters have done in the last 20 years for them to reconnect the way that they did.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Let's do one more.
Okay. So the second one that I have is, have you hit any gym or fitness goals that you had this week? And if so, what were they?
Not yet. My check-ins are on Friday.
Okay.
So my goal is to be down another pound. I'm
Okay.
gonna be at 131. I'm gonna weigh in 131 tomorrow. By the time this video goes up, I'll have like it written on the screen whether I did hit that goal or not.
Yeah.
I will say, within this past week, from Thursday to Thursday, I had a set that kind of woke me up a little bit.
Okay.
If you guys checked it out on Instagram, Nick Walker actually put me through a rest pause set on my back day last week, and it was my last training day of the week. And normally I do back at the beginning of the week, but I just switched things around because we worked out together last Thursday. So I did back on Friday after having done shoulders on Thursday.
We did.
And then I went through that rest pause set with Nick Walker, and he he said what I was thinking, like, wow, I'm kind of just going through the motions on these exercises because my carbs are low and I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm tired. So I don't know about hitting the goals yet, but I did set a new expectation within this last week.
Okay, like that.
To chase that feeling that I had within that set. And I chalk most of it up to the fact that, I mean, I had Nick Walker yelling in my face. I had this humongous man yelling in my face that I can get one more. No, you got another one. You know what I mean? Like, it's different to have to do that for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
But it was a nice refresher to be able to have now that expectation of like, this is what these sets should feel like.
Good.
And because of it, I've had better training sessions this week for sure.
Love that.
Yeah. Before we get into our next segment, do a little fit check.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I am wearing Buffbunny leggings. I can't remember which one they are. I never do. I think they're the aggressive scrunch ones.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
What color are they?
That's sage color. I also have the sports bra on underneath of this black t-shirt.
That's the passionate twist?
I think so.
Or is it the glow twist? that we have
It
on?
might be the glow twist. I'm pretty sure it's the glow twist.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, that's really it. These jackets from Shein, my shirts from Target.
Love.
And my,
You don't have to say that quietly. Her jacket's from Shein and her shirt's from Target.
and my ghost face sockies.
And her, can we get a zoom in on the ghost face socks? And snow? Yes. I am wearing the Passionate Aggressive Scrunch bodysuit in Onyx Black from Buffbunny. And this jacket I always get compliments on. This is from Fabletics. It was the Khloe Kardashian edit that was done, I think it was like 2023 or 2024, it was a few years ago. But I absolutely love this jacket, especially when today it was like cold and rainy this morning, and it's just like a perfect spring jacket. But it doesn't really go with any colors. Like I normally have to wear black.
Yeah, I know.
But like it's loud enough.
But it makes
without being
sense,
loud,
yeah,
and it
no.
makes sense. So I really, really love this jacket, and I actually want you guys to see it. So cute. Our next segment of the show is Coach's Corner. I keep saying every Sunday night you can go on my Instagram, and then Sunday nights there's nothing on my Instagram. So let's do Mondays. We're making an executive decision right now. On Mondays, you can go onto my Instagram. I will put a question box there. You guys ask us anything that you want. They don't have to be fitness related questions. Just don't be weird.
Please don't be weird.
What do you got for me?
Okay. So the first one that we have is, what workout routine do you follow?
Okay. With a disclaimer that just because it's my workout routine doesn't mean that you can do this workout routine and then end up looking like I do. This is just what works for me right now, too. This is not my workout routine all year long. This is just what's going on in prep right now. Typically, I do like to isolate muscles. So I will do 2 leg days a week with glutes on both days, hamstrings and quads. I'll have an isolation. And meaning that is like both of my leg days have quads, glutes, and hamstrings on them. But on my quad day, I'll make sure that I do my quad exercise first so that I know that it's my heaviest lift. And then my hamstrings are like detailed. And then on my hamstring day, just reverse. And then glutes is like we need to sneak the balls to the wall because we need a little help there. And then I will do a back isolation day, and I'll normally do core on that day as well. I'll do a arms, bicep, tricep isolation day, core on that day as well, and then a shoulder day with core on that day as well. And I know what you're thinking. Well, where's the chest workouts? I don't really do chest, if I'm being completely honest. On my arm days, I will do like a chest press, a tricep chest press, so it's really working my triceps, but it's working my chest a little bit too. And then I will always start my shoulder days with an incline an incline shoulder press, which just targets the chest a little bit too. Just for me, I used to do chest and arms on the same day, and it was just too long. And I really eventually want to move out of bikini and go into fitness where I will need a little bit more upper body maturity. So I really need to focus on my arms because they're not noodles, but I have very slim arms, and so I just try to work on those a little bit more. And I just noticed that putting the chest exercises in where I could also get another benefit, where I really want it, is like the way to go for me. So 5 days training, isolating all the muscles. I don't do push-pull abs, although I program my clients to do push-pull abs. I have nothing against it. It just is not what works for me. And then I do 30 minutes of cardio per day on my training days, and then my rest days just 10,000 steps. Again, this is just in prep. If I was on a bulk right now, I probably would only be doing cardio 3 times a week for 20-ish minutes after my workout, and then not really too concerned about my step goal. I'm a personal trainer, and I move around a lot, so I typically hit those 10K steps a day anyway, but when I'm on prep, I make sure that I get them in. So again, just because this is my program doesn't mean that this is how I program all of my clients or that this program will work for you. It's just what I like the best. Recovery-wise, I make sure that I take at least 2 to 3 days in between my leg days, and I like to take at least 2 to 3 days between back and shoulders because I feel like the muscles are just a little bit too close together, or the secondary muscle is just a little bit too close for me to do it back to back.
Why do you wear socks with heels?
I get asked this all the time, and I've posted about this before plenty of times. The heels are new, so I wear the socks with them to stretch the heel out. That's all.
You break them in, yeah.
Yeah, just to break them in. There's no.
Save your tootsies.
I'm not selling them afterwards. You guys cannot buy my socks.
Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, wow. I like this one because I wasn't doing this before, and I didn't know if it was going to be beneficial to me or not. And then I just started doing it, and it's great. So, do I actually need to track my macros to lose weight?
No, you can do whatever you want. There's plenty of people who eat intuitively, and it works for them. But if it's not working, then yes, you need to track your macros because the science is the science, and you need to be eating less calories than you are. I'm sorry, you need to be eating less calories than you are burning per day to be able to lose the weight. If that is not happening when you are just eating intuitively, then yes, you need to track your calories.
Yeah.
I would say if you are starting a fitness journey, I used to do this backwards with my clients where I'd be like, we'll get the hang of tracking food and all that. But to be honest, you should start tracking, and then maybe once you've learned, a piece of chicken has this many grams of protein and blah, blah, blah. Once you learn what are the gist of what are in things, then you can start intuitively eating. But before, it will surprise you how many people don't know that potatoes are carbs, or, because they're a starch. They're not a carb, and it's just like, they have carbs. So the answer is no, you don't need to in order to lose weight. You just need to be eating less than what you are burning.
Right.
But if that is not working intuitively, then yes, you should track macros because otherwise, how else would you know?
But
So yes.
okay. I was one of those people, by the way, that she was like, we don't have to worry about that right now.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I'm like, track your shit.
How do you bounce back after a weekend of bad food choices?
You just wake up the next day and start eating what you should be eating. You don't bounce back.
No.
You're going to retain some water. You're probably going to feel a little bit bloated. You're probably going to feel fatigued and tired, but you just do what's got to be done. I mean, you got 2 choices. You can either starting over again on Monday or keep eating the way that you're eating. You got 2 choices. So make the choice that is going to help and stick to it, because the reason that person probably asked that question is because they're falling off every weekend and they're starting over every Monday.
Yeah.
So to that, I would say plan the weekend the way that you plan your weekday. I get it that the weekend's like time for you to rest and whatever. So make it part of what you do on Friday morning. Then, while you're still working, plan out what you're going to eat over the weekend. It takes just a few entries in an app to get it done.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Next we have, what's your opinion on GLP-1s and Ozempic?
It depends. On one hand, I've had that mindset of where I'll go through prep and I know that some of the girls that I'm competing against use GLP-1, and in that case I'm just like, what a hack, like what a cheat code, you know? You already know what you need to do. I'm doing it without it, like why can't you, you know? Like, and I get it, it's an appetite suppressor and all this other stuff, but if you can't battle with your mental thoughts during prep, you should not be on prep, you know? My problem is that my clients who go on GLP-1s, they're never the client who did everything they possibly could have and still is nothing's moving. They're always the client who is taking out to eat. They're always the client who doesn't track their macros completely or skips their cardio or other things like that. So I would say that it is a very useful tool, and I've seen it be used in plenty of different ways, not just for overweight people to lose weight without working out. That's not even the standard that I'm speaking on right now. But I've also seen people like kind of just be lazy about it, and that's what they think is that they're like quick fix, their hack, you know. There's a difference between this is the answer and this is the tool.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I have no judgment against this is the tool. Again, I've been in situations where both, I've had an opinion, a differentiating opinion on both.
Right.
People using it as a hack and prep, and people using it, you know, as a solution because they just don't want to do what they know is necessary. I don't really have much of an opinion. I don't judge clients that come to me that are on GLP-1s. I don't judge competitors who do it. It's just personally not for me. I know a bunch of people who have taken Retta, for example, and lost their appetite. And I just love food. Like, I would not want to feel that because I've never really had that feeling of like, oh, I can't eat this right now, you know? Maybe here and there, but like for that to become a regular emotion for me, it would really mess with me mentally way more than it does mess with me mentally that I can't eat on prep, to be honest. My opinion is that I believe in you. You could do it without it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
How many times a week do I need to work out? I feel like that would depend on what you're trying to accomplish.
Coach Erica, oh God. But seriously, what do you want? What do you want to accomplish? Because I have, you know, you can work out 2 times a week and lose weight. If that's what you're asking, you can work out 2 times a week and walk for 3 and lose plus 25 pounds if you wanted to. If my body is your dream physique, you need to be working out at least 5 times a week. But I know bodybuilders who work out 4 times a week in their off season. I've been bodybuilding and worked out 6 times a week, both in season and off season. Really, it is up to you how far you can push your body, how far you are pushing your body in your training sessions really has a lot to do with this. So there are some weeks where in off season, in prep, I will try and push through and get all 5 days done, but there are times in my off season where I need an extra day or 2 of recovery because I'm going in so hard on these sessions that my legs aren't recovered by the time it's time for my next leg day, and I will take an extra day there. It really all depends. I would say the sweet spot is like 3 to 5. Typically when I have a new client come in, that's where they feel comfortable starting. But I started off at 2 days a week. I started off at 2 days a week at the gym, and then I worked. I started off at 2 days a week at the gym, and then I walked for 2 days. And I lost 60 plus pounds doing 2 days a week for a while.
Started off
You started off with 3? Yeah. Most people start off with 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Was that all we had?
Yeah, that was it. That was the last one.
End of the week, I surveyed you guys yesterday because I completely forgot about it on Sunday. To give me would you rather scenarios, and I got so many more would you rather scenarios than I did questions. So maybe we'll keep would you rather going for another week if we don't get to all of them.
Yep.
But
There are a lot.
I wrote some for you too.
Oh, for
so
me.
those last like 5 to 6,
Okay.
they're for you.
Oh.
So we're gonna start it off.
All right.
Would you rather? If I ever post would you rather again, nothing's off limits. Like these were so PG. We're cool with
These
whatever.
are so PG.
Yeah.
Our first one is, would you rather date a guy who skips legs or a guy who says girls shouldn't lift heavy?
I feel like when you want to date a man who trains legs, you are narrowing the sus pool down so little. Here's the thing. I don't know if I know a guy who would consider me lifting heavy. Like what I lift, lifting heavy. If he actually lifts, like he's lifting way heavier than me, so this isn't heavy to him.
Yeah.
But like to voice that to me, to like say like, oh, you're lifting too heavy, like is that what you mean?
Let's say that that's what he means. Let's
I
say
would rather not train legs, because I've been there before. Your poor had these little chicken legs. His legs are so small. Do you know what's so funny is I'm gonna bleep that out.
I know.
And there's gonna be at least 3 men who think that they're about them, but it's not. It's about That's so funny.
The first thing I thought of was the bleep. That's why I started laughing.
Shout out to you. I know you're out here watching.
Would you rather accidentally text your ex, I miss you, or accidentally post an embarrassing photo to Instagram?
Instagram. Do you know how long that conversation's gonna take? How many phone calls at 4 a.m. I'll get? No.
Would you rather be stuck in a room with every guy who hurt you or every girl who secretly hates you? Give me all those men so I can just...
Yeah. Actually organize it, please. Let's get it on the calendar. No, I wouldn't want to be in a room with a bunch of girls who secretly hate me. Oh my god, when you said that, my skin started to crawl. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, give me the men. Give me the guys. Give me the guys.
Line them up. All you chicken legs, get in a row. Today we're squatting.
Would you rather accidentally like a pic from 2019 or accidentally send a screenshot to the person that you're talking about?
That's my worst fear.
I've done that!
That is my worst fear.
I've done that to my mother.
As I was just getting ready to say, if I did it to my mom, I would just be like, yeah, bitch, sorry, I'm talking shit on you.
Yep, I was like, yep, I definitely sent that to my friends because you're acting like such a
Laughing.
right now.
That's so funny. I would rather accidentally like the picture.
Yeah.
Because I'll just unlike it and blame it on the
Instagram glitching or something, right? You can't do that. Prove it.
Prove it. But you can also unsend a text message now. You ever unsend a text message to somebody and they text back because they didn't see it? They're like, what'd you say?
Right.
None of your business.
Nothing. It was an accident. Girl gets so mad when I do that.
Yeah. People get so mad. They're like, no, tell me. It's like, no. That's why they gave me the option to unsend it.
That's why I deleted it. Oh my god. Would you rather date someone who is obsessed with fitness or someone who could care less but worships you?
Good one.
I like the second half of that one.
Because it's never happened. I would rather somebody be obsessed with fitness. I would rather somebody be obsessed with bettering themselves than worship me.
How about they do that first?
Sure. I would appreciate both.
Yes, both for
would
sure.
be in the same person. That'd be amazing. But I would rather them be obsessed with fitness rather than worship me, because then I will end up in all of my other relationships where I feel like I am carrying the weight of the standard of being a human.
Yeah, okay, that's totally fair.
So yeah, I think I would rather them be obsessed with fitness. sure. But if you're gonna say if I would rather be rich and single or deeply in love and absolutely broke, I would rather be rich and single.
Yeah.
But financially average, I give me the love.
Yeah, right, comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah, we're comfortable.
I'm
Love
comfortable
way, for
We're
sure.
comfortable. But until then, you guys, I'm just gonna continue to be Snow's mom.
Would you rather have unlimited gym clothes forever or unlimited groceries forever? Groceries.
Groceries.
I love food. We love food. We love food.
10 years ago, I would have said
Gym clothes, yeah.
Sure.
Bye.
And I had unlimited groceries. I have so much money to shop for clothes.
Right.
Would you rather? This one doesn't apply to you.
It's okay.
Would you rather know who your husband is or know exactly when you'll meet him? I would rather know who he is. Because let's analyze him. If I know who he is, I can avoid him. If I don't know who he
Start
is.
the FBI search
Yeah.
so we can figure out if it's worthy of us knowing.
Yeah.
Like,
Would you rather guaranteed amazing hair days or perfect makeup with zero effort?
the makeup.
The makeup.
The makeup.
The makeup. It's so easy to hide a bad hair day.
Oh yeah. But
It is not easy when you're not having a good skin day to mask makeup for sure. And not even that you wear makeup. I wouldn't say makeup, but I would say like skincare.
Yeah.
Like at least like, have like nice skin. Would I rather have like a flawless skin or a flawless hair every day? Flawless
It would
skin.
definitely be the skin for sure.
This is our hustle and heart section of the vlog. At the end of every episode, we kind of like to give the episode just a deeper meaning for you guys. Your follow through really matters when it comes to changing your life. We are not talking about getting a dog or moving or something like that. We're talking about changing your body, and that does not start with changing your body. It starts with changing your mind and your routine and like your identity.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow all the way through with that, I'm going to be a healthy person. I'm going to be a healthy person means I check all of my boxes every week. I am conscious about what is going into my body. I am conscious about the way that my body is responding to the training and the things that I'm putting into
Now
it.
you're moving it.
Not just I'm on a program, I'm getting the program done. So my overall is to explore what it takes beneath the surface of a journey like this. When people come to me and they buy a program, they think that they are just purchasing something, but truly, you're making a decision to be a completely different person. And the reason that you get coached through that is because it's not easy. It is simple, super simple, but it's not easy.
No.
And it's fighting the back and forth and then following through anyway. That is the only thing that's going to get you any results.
Having support
And having
is very important. If you're doing it by yourself, that's great for you. I'm not a person that can battle myself on my own.
Not that you couldn't.
Not that I couldn't.
But the likelihood of you not following through is less. This is a mindset that I see a lot, and it kind of knocks your confidence down because you could do it on your own. Anybody could do it on your own. If I could, you could. But the likelihood of you getting all the way through before your identity shifts.
Yeah.
That's all that it is that your identity hasn't shifted yet to I can do this on my own.
Right.
And sometimes for me, it took 2 years before I felt like I can finally do this on my own without anyone guiding me.
Yeah.
So, speaking of, I have 2 coaching spots opening up on June 1st for next month. If you are thinking about joining, now is the time. We are almost at June 1st.
Yeah.
So summer is right here. You can click the link in the description box below to set up a free call with me. I'll go through everything, how the app works, what I think would be a best program for you. I'll listen to your goals and kind of, at least if you don't sign up, send you on your way with a fresh idea of maybe what you should be doing. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description box below and schedule a call with me so that you can join the Wolf Pack. The Buffbunny Color Club collection launched on Saturday, May 16th. It's a very small collection, limited time collection. So if you haven't shopped yet, go check and see if they have your size. You can use code Trish at checkout to save 10% and support me. Thanks for rocking with us. If you made it this far, let's leave a little dog emoji in the comments for our newest member of Hot Girl Check-In, who's still sleeping. Thanks guys, and come back next week for episode 4. See you in the next one.
Bye.